Hey, and thanks for joining. It's Patty from PS Paper Crafts. Today we're going to make this pretty sweet card. It says smile. I'm going to make today's card birthday, but the same idea. And on the inside I have the best moments in my life happen with you. So I thought that was a good for a friend. And I'm using the Daisy Lane bundle. This is a new bundle in the new catalog, and it's got the medium-sized Daisy Lane punch. And I've been playing with this a lot lately, and I really like it. The big thing on this is the designer series paper. I just love designer series paper. I think that's one of my favorite products that Stampin' Up! Makes. It's just so pretty, and if you look through what you have, you can always find a different way of using it. So I actually punched my daisies and I use it for a background. Let me show you the paper I used. It is called the Woven Thread Designer Series paper, and isn't this just gorgeous? So, I did a paper share, and this was what was left over. So I have 12 by 6. It's really 12 by 12s, and I still, if you wanted to get in on a paper share, I could still order more paper and do it. It's a great way to try different papers. So you get all the designer series paper, 6 by 6, so you're paying like a fourth of it, so you're sharing with other people. So it's great to, I'm not sure that all of the papers I would have bought, this I would have bought because I just love the colors. So you get 2 of each, so they're the 2 sides. So this is what I'm using, this side, and then I cut the daisies. I tried the bigger daisy, and I liked it, but not as much. So I was playing around with it. I couldn't find the center that would work with what I wanted to do. And I actually bent these down. So I wanted on this card to do the smaller daisies. But aren't these just beautiful? I love this. This is just right up my alley. I think the colors are gorgeous. So the color that matches this is Rococo Rose and Terracotta Tile. So I'm going to keep this one out because we're going to punch our daisies. And we'll do that first. I have my card base. So I use the rectangle stitched frames. I used the largest rectangle because I really wanted this to be kind of the main part of the card. And so I cut that out already. So it's got the little stitched frame, and it'll go right on here. And then we just need to cut out 4 of these daisies because I used 2 for each one just to fill it in. You could even use more if you wanted. So I'm just going to keep going. 1, 2, and you could even pick up the terracotta tile in this. And I like to use my punch this way so you can see exactly where you're punching. I'm going to come around and do this one. So I have my 4. So these, oops, come on, it's getting a little funny there. So these punches, they close and lock, and then you open it, and it's nice to turn it upside down, and you could even push it this way. So that's the daisy punch, and then we'll just get our 4 daisies. I'm going to put some liquid glue on 2 of them, and I'm going to actually use my silicone mat just to make sure I don't get liquid glue on the paper. So you might want to pick which one you want. I like this one, has a little bit more of the terracotta tile, and so does this one. Just gives it a little more texture. I mean, it's very textured anyway. So I'm going to just take a little dot of liquid glue right in the center. Whoops, that's a little too much. I'm going to actually get a little piece of cardstock and take that off. It's a brand new liquid glue, so I don't want to get too much on. Glad I have my my silicone mat because that will probably go through. All right, that should be good. So we're going to just kind of off-center this a little bit. Okay, so that it's nice and full. And you could do layers upon layers upon layers if you wanted. So let's do this guy too. And this one might be a little goopy. It does dry clear, so it's okay. I'm not going to squeeze it too much. And I'm going to put these aside and just let them dry. So let's get this going. What I did was on the stamp set, I used this, and I kind of laid out my daisies to see where I wanted them, and then I just stamped it in Old Olive. And it doesn't matter if it's perfect because you can line up your daisies once you have it stamped. So we'll get our Old Olive ink pad, and we'll get this stem with the leaves and kind of figure out where you want it. And then this one I did a little bit shorter. Okay. Now if you were stamping this, you'd want it dead on, but with these it doesn't matter. So let's close this up. And actually let me open it up again. Let me get these guys out of the way. I want to put my sentiment on. So this one I have Smile. On this one I'm going to use the Birthday Wishes from the Butterfly Wishes. I love that sentiment. And then we're on the inside we're going to say Love to Celebrate You. This is really a beautiful set. You could even add some butterflies. I already have it mounted if you wanted to outside. So I'm going to do this in the Old Olive as well. And then I guess I'll do the inside before we put it together while I have my stamping going. So let's just make sure this looks nice and straight. Okay, because we're stamping right on this designer series paper, so we don't want to mess it up. Okay, and then let's do our inside. So on the inside I'm going to do this Love to Celebrate You right up here. And then I'm going to put a daisy in the corner with the Rococo Rose. So let me get that opened. This is a really pretty color. This is one of the new in colors, and I really like it. So on this one, I'm going to do the daisy twice. I'm going to have it coming off the cardstock. And I'm just going to try to get it centered. I'm looking between the leaves. May not come out perfect, but I think it'll be good enough. Looks good to me. It's a little bit off, but I think it's pretty. Just to give it something extra on the inside. I always like to have something on the bottom corner or somewhere, top corner. Okay, so now we can put our card together. I'm going to just use some liquid glue. I have to be very careful because, as I said, this is a brand new one. And it's coming out a little bit fast. So we'll put this right on here. I just love this look. It's very pretty. And then I'm going to, you could pop these up, but these centers are a little bit high, so I don't really want to pop it up. So we'll put some here. I kind of like to twist it so you can see the stem coming out between the pieces, the petals. Even this side would be pretty. It's fun to do different things with designer series paper. You kind of have to look at it and say, oh, this would be a great sky or ocean or flower, whatever. All right, and let's get this on the inside, and then we'll put our dots on, and that was it. I think very simple card, but again, the paper just makes it so pretty. Oop. Don't want to get glue everywhere. Okay, get it nice and centered. And then let me put the glue top on. So what I'm using on the, where did I put them? On the centers are these clear faceted gems, and you can color them with your blends if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that because I think the clear just gives it a little sparkle and it's pretty. See the difference in the flowers, how much prettier they are with these centers? And you could also put those other fuzzy centers in too. I liked these, and I'll show you those in a minute. I think that's really pretty. Wouldn't that be a nice card to receive? Let me just show you these others. So these would go very well as well. These are the Perennial Essence Floral Centers, and they really look like the inside of a flower, so that would be pretty as well. I just wanted to, I don't know, make it a little shiny. So these are the 2 cards. Thanks for stopping by, and come back again. You can follow me on pspapercrafts.com. I would love for you to stop by. You can get all the instructions and shop for products there. All right, you have a good day. Thanks. Bye.